Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. I love that song, but it always gives me whiplash as I shake my head to it, and my headphones always fall off my head. But anyway, we're not talking about music nor my neck problems. We're talking about what's going on in the real estate market. And the person I go to is the Prestige Properties editor of USDailyReview.com, Sissy Lappin. You also know her from LappinProperties.com, Prestige Realtor Extraordinaire, and a great lady that we love having as a part of our program. Welcome, Sissy.
Kevin, thank you for having me today.
You bet. Real quickly, before we talk about our topic today, which you're going to reveal to us,
Yes.
why don't you tell us a little bit about your firm?
Okay, Lappin Properties is what I call a boutique firm. We are a smaller firm, and we've chosen to be that way. We've had plenty of offers to join big firms, but this is what works for us. And I am a firm believer in marketing homes that small is kind of the new big, mass marketing is dead. I'm a believer that the sign that goes in front of your house should advertise your house, not be a billboard for some big real estate firm. So what we do is our listings sell, and they sell for top dollar. We've been able to pretty much do the highest price resales in all the big areas in Houston. And because of that, it's because it's a very personalized marketing plan. It is not a mass marketing, what you see with so many of these big firms.
Yeah. Tell me about, you're talking about the use of a sign, and I love what you said, because occasionally I see a sign that's kind of cool because it does make it an opportunity to really focus on the house. It'll have a place with flyers, for people to learn more about the house, that type of thing. But I'd love to get your perspective. Elaborate a little more on what that means to you.
Well, I started this about 2 years ago, and I have to confess it wasn't, that I thought of this great idea. I actually saw it when I was in another city. And I thought, I'm going to, just kind of experiment and see how this goes. Well, I did it on 2 of my listings. And on one of them, the people called me and said, thank you for putting the information on the sign. This is the day of the Internet. You can get any information you want. And what I found was people got frustrated if they didn't get the information and they didn't get it fast. People got frustrated. And I think you're going to see a huge paradigm shift in real estate where you no longer call the property desk, where you have to basically be switched over to 3 people just to get this information on the house. I put it on the sign, how many bedrooms it is, how many square feet it is, how big the lot is, and how many bathrooms. You want to know right away if that house is going to work for them. If they've got 5 kids and that house is 3 bedrooms, it's not going to work for them. Mm-hmm. And so, I feel like when houses have the sign advertising the brokerage company, it's really more of a bait and switch. And, it's like, oh, if that doesn't work, let me go sell you another house. Well, to me, your goal should be marketing the house that has hired you to be the listing agent. And that should be who your loyalty lies to.
The problem with the square peg in a round hole.
Exactly.
Yep. And you have that in knowledge in almost all industries. So what do you have for us today?
Well, today I want to just kind of go over, because people have asked me, what should I look for when I'm hiring a real estate agent to sell my house? And kind of what mistakes I've seen. And one thing I think I've said to you, Kevin, many times is there's no such thing as a $100 mistake in real estate. Real estate mistakes start in the thousands of dollars. And the one big mistake I see is just because their cousin or their friend of their cousin got their real estate license and joined a firm, they want to hire them to represent their house. And I respect the loyalty. But understand, selling your home, this is not an internship for an agent. You want somebody who can do the job and do it well. And actually, I really think the Texas Real Estate Commission should switch and make all new agents do a 2-year internship, because this is too expensive of an asset for somebody to learn on.
Wow, that's an interesting and rather bold and I'm sure unpopular idea among realtors.
It is. Think about this. Sometimes I just shake my head going, sweetheart, or, get a little bit more training before you're out there in the world. So yeah. That is the first thing I think everybody should do. And when they are thinking about hiring an agent, I would say to the agent, I want to see your last 3 sales. Bring them to me. You want to see what that house was listed for and what they sold it for. And their last three houses, if it's over, a year and a half time, well, I can tell you they're part-time agents. That's not what you want. It should be, where they are selling homes as a full-time agent. I think that is very, very important. The next thing I think that is important is just because an agent has 50 listings doesn't mean they're, the agent for you. And I use the analogy of, you throw a bunch of spaghetti on the wall and some of the noodles stick. Well, that's kind of what's going on. Your house is a personalized item. You want it marketed that way. And sometimes I see that, just because somebody has 40 or 50 listings doesn't mean that you're going to get the attention and time that you want. So
yeah, and in fact, the more of the listings, isn't it less likely you are?
Very true. You want somebody who's going to focus and show your home, not put it on a lockbox, not, have whoever's on property duty showing it. You want either that agent or their assistant that knows your home is the one that's showing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you too can join the dozens of other homes that we're not giving any attention to. Yeah, you need to be careful about that.
You need to be very careful for that. And the other thing is be very leery of the real estate firm that wants you to sign a 12-month listing. Because I can tell you this, I've sat in on marketing meetings, and what they do is they go ahead and take your listing at a high price and walk you down. The reality is homes that are overpriced sell for 9% less than homes that are well-priced. That you are absolutely going to lose somewhere between 4 to 9% of what you would have gotten if your home would have been priced correctly in the beginning. So be very leery of the 12-month listing. If they're really going to price your home correctly and get it sold, it should be a 6-month listing. Kevin, there's two things that sell houses: price and condition. There is no magic formula here. If your home is priced right for the condition it's in, it will sell. It's in Houston, Texas.
Yep. All right. Sissy Lappin, she is I don't know what that is, but we've got some kind of aliens invading our interview here. Sissy Lappin, she is with Lappin Properties. Lappin Properties, Lappin. Is that correct?
That is correct. And Kevin, if they go to my website, they can download a book for free called Successfully Selling Your Home, Working with Your Real Estate Agent for the Highest Value. And it walks them through exactly what they need to do.
Awesome book. You gave me a copy of it. It was compelling. And I'm not being sarcastic. I couldn't believe that a book like that was that understandable, and it gave me such clarity. LappinProperties.com. Check it out there. But also you can see her because she's one of our Prestige real estate editors. She is our Houston Prestige real estate editor at USDailyReview.com. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
When we come back, much more for you. I want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at USDailyReview.com. And you're listening to The Price of Business.